Getting going this morning here. Yesterday started off at Bernie Falls State Park, which is really neat. Cool waterfall there. What's kind of unique is that the river feeding it is like totally dry on top for quite a while, and then the river just comes up out of the ground, like I've seen, I guess, quite a few times in the mountains here. So that was pretty neat. And did 29 miles yesterday. Oops. Which is good. I've got like 53 miles to a road crossing where I can hitchhike into Mount Shasta. I was gonna do Dunsmuir, but doing a little research, Mount Shasta is a little bigger, so gonna go there for a resupply. That'll be I'll do 2 more days of hiking, and then on that 3rd day hitchhike in. That'll be good. So yesterday I did quite a bit of kind of half bushwhacking, where the trail's overgrown and I gotta fight my way through, and the other half was kind of, in my mind, typical Northern California, Oregon type forest. A lot of private land, private timberland that I went through. But great views a lot of time. Was again up on top of the crest of the mountains. So being able to see out a long way. Kind of like I can this morning. I don't know, the sun might screw that up a bit. But there's some beautiful views this morning again. And we'll do 25. That's the plan. Yeah. Let's have a great one. I wish there was a way that I could eloquently describe kind of where my brain's at now. I've been on trail for 2.5 months, plus a few days, I suppose. And, not having to deal with the everyday concerns from putting the trash out to what's going on at work, to friends and family, their difficulties and issues, or I don't know, it's so freeing. It's like when you're doing yoga and you're reminded to breathe and relax, and you kind of feel just that feeling of that's kind of what my brain has done. It's like, there's no internet, there's no TV, no media, no opinions from other people just crashing in on me, bombarding me on a regular basis. It's just, it's just So, happy brain. Feels good. Just enjoying the heck out of this. Probably got another 2 months or so of this, maybe a month and a half. And I'm trying to soak in as much as I can and continue to let my brain just download. And man, does it feel good. It's crazy. Anyway, not very eloquent, but maybe you get the picture later. Just another gorgeous view again this morning. That's Mount Shasta. I'm getting closer to there. And then just this green valley. It's been so green now, kind of this Northern California forest. I'm starting to see frogs, which I haven't seen in a long time. And yeah, just a lot of difference. This trail's always changing, but the thunderstorms have been awaiting me the past couple days. Is nice. There's nothing brewing on Shasta right now. Yeah, pretty cool morning. This is a great viewpoint. From here, Mount Shasta is, as the crow flies, 25 miles away. As the trail goes, it's probably more like 60. I know it's over 50. I think it's about 60 miles or so by trail. And that's, the trail takes us on the ridge line of different mountains and gives us the best view the whole time. So, pretty neat though. Seems close. When I look at it through the video, it doesn't seem all that close, but there she is, 25 miles away. We'll be going by there in a few days. While it's great to be in amongst the trees during the heat of the day, have all that shade, being above tree line in the morning is ideal. You can see so far. Here we go, another glorious day in the outdoors. It is truly amazing. Yesterday, did about 23 miles or so. Would have gone further, but found a perfect campsite right along the McCloud River. And the river was 6 feet, 8 feet from my tent. Just below me a little bit. Went for a swim. It was awesome. Yeah, clear, cool water. That place even had a pit toilet. Didn't necessarily need it, but uniquely there was a whole clan of bats that live in the pit toilet, so there's like a rock there to keep the door jarred open so they could come and go. Yesterday was another neat day in the forest up here in Northern California. Walking amongst giants. There was an old growth forest, and the trees were at least 100 feet, maybe 120 feet high. I mean, huge. Their trunk diameter was 10 feet, a lot in the 6 to 8 foot range. I mean, these are just massive, huge trees. Certainly older than our country is. That was really neat. I also got to do, the walking along some ridges, some cliff edges, to get beautiful views of Mount Shasta, which I'm about 30 miles from the highway that leads down into Mount Shasta. Where I'll see about getting a hitch tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. So just enjoying the heck out of this. This is, again, I know, sound like a broken record, but it's amazing out here. And yeah, let's just have another glorious day. Let's do this. So this is my little lunch spot for today. Nice little stream flowing through. Very cold spring water, but nice shade, beautiful. Must be about 70 degrees. And yeah, put my feet in the water. Felt very nice. And yeah, made water. Now we'll keep going. This is a pretty cool vantage point. I got Mount Shasta there, some other random old volcano there, which I'll have to figure out what it is, and Castle Crags over here. There's a state park. I think the state park's closed, but was based around that. Castle Crags. Pretty cool. Great view out here in the afternoon. And no big storms currently, which is very nice. Just beautiful scenery. Good morning. So today's town day. I'm actually going to go into the town of Mount Shasta. I'm at Castle Crags State Park. The information I got, there is a campground that was closed, but I found another one that's open here. It turned out to be really good. It was $5 to camp, free showers, and really nice camp host named Woody here. So I'm gonna be staying here just for like another hour, and then I catch a bus into Mount Shasta for $1. It's convenient. Yesterday I did a little over 30. It was a big day, but again, beautiful views and nice hiking through the forest. I was talking with one other hiker early yesterday morning, where he had been notified that there was a mountain lion on the trail, just maybe a mile or so from where I was. And then the rangers here talked about there is a lot of mountain lions here, and one particular female has had like 20 litters over the years right in this general area. So a lot of mountain lions here. But anyway, I'm gonna head into town today and resupply, stay the night, and then get back at it tomorrow. Catch you later. All right, back on the trail again here today. Just gonna ride on a bus from the town of Mount Shasta, which is a very neat little town. Did my resupply there, spent the night. The trail here is really wet, so I obviously had a pretty good storm yesterday afternoon. It doesn't hurt my feelings that I was staying in town when this storm hit out here, but that's kind of look at the forecast. It's kind of a pattern we're in right now with afternoon thunderstorms, so I'd probably be best served to be hiking early, try to get my miles in before the storms roll in the afternoon. Let's see. Yeah, Mount Shasta was a nice town. Got all the food I need for like 5 days, even though I think I'll be able to make it in 4 to a little place called Sied Valley. Do another resupply there. Then I think the next stop will be Etna. But we're getting towards the end of California, which is kind of neat. California is such a big state. Man, it takes forever. I crossed over 1,500 miles the other day, which is good. So about 1,000 miles left to go. And yeah, we'll just be hiking through Northern California here through the forest and whatnot. There was a fire up ahead called the Summit Fire. It got under control a couple weeks ago. We'll see. I think it's a day or two ahead of me. See if there's still some smoldering going on or whatnot, but otherwise, I think there's another fire that's right now just in the caution as far as the trail hikers go. PCT hasn't closed the trail. That fire is like a week or week and a half ahead of me, thereabouts. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll get that under control and be able to zip through. Yep. It is getting warmer though, so get these miles done. Talk to you later. Well, it was pretty interesting. Just walked for an hour or so through the rain and hail, and kind of come out of it a little bit here. There's a lot more thunderstorms around. The hail was pretty small, just pea-sized hail. There's lots of it. I'm thoroughly soaked. My feet got pretty cold because the trail was just a running river of ice and water because there's so much hail. So it was just walking through ice water. My toes are cold, but aside from that, I mean, I definitely cooled off. It was kind of hot before, so now I got to do like 11 miles to get to the next water. So I'm gonna be plenty cool, and yeah, looks like maybe more storm ahead of us up there, but sure is pretty up here. I mean, even though it's wet, yeah, we'll just keep going. All right, it's my trail is over there. I don't know if you can see that. It's right about the middle of the screen. Anyway, it goes along that hillside over there, and I'm concerned about this rain up above me if it's falling on the side of the mountain with the trail or over on the other side. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I get there. About 15 minutes. In the meantime, it's pretty cool. There's a lake over there. We're about like 6,500 feet currently. And I can just see storms off in the distance. Kind of in all different directions. More rain back there from where I came. But yeah. Onward. I think we're gonna get wet again though. Just seeing these clouds come boiling up over this ridge line in front of me. I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen. Well, I made it in my tent before I got too terribly wet. I don't know how long it's going to storm here for, but coming down pretty good. Yeah, I'll just wait this out. I can't exactly cook anything, but mostly dry. I'm taking that as a win. It's like 6:45 or something. I have no idea how many miles I went today. Still, I got the tent up. We're winning. Catch you later. Okay, back at it again today. Beautiful morning here. It's about 7 o'clock. Took me a little while to get everything kind of straightened around this morning because it rained a bunch yesterday, and everything was pretty soaking wet. I was able to make it to 22 miles in, which is good because, got a late start coming out of Mount Shasta. But got to mile 22 and to a tent spot just as it started to rain again, and was able to throw the tent up and dive in, and that worked out pretty well. And it only rained for like I don't know, maybe an hour, and it would have been from like 5 to 6, and then I took my stuff out and hung it up on a small tree. Well, it was really wet, so it actually dried pretty good overnight, so that was good. Got everything packed up here, heading out. Of course, want to do about 25 again today. I'm 74 miles from Etna, California, which is the next resupply. And yeah, just a lot of hail and rain yesterday. Did see what looked like a wildfire or a forest fire off in the distance when those as I was keeping an eye on the thunderstorms. We'll see if I get it over another mountain or two here, if it's still smoking. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a great one. Catch you later. Kind of a funny thing this morning when I got up and was getting everything kind of going. I went to put on my shoes, which I keep my shoes outside the tent. They're all muddy and they were soaking wet, of course, from all the rains yesterday. And so standard procedure is take the shoes and shake them to get any loose stones or sticks or anything out. And pick up my first shoe and shake it, and a frog comes out. It's like, oh man, I'm glad I'm doing that a little shaky before I put my feet in. Otherwise it would have been competition for room between the frog and my toes. It was kind of funny, but he survived fine and hopped along. But yeah, kind of funny. Here's a nice little spring coming just out of the side of the mountain, working its way down. Makes some nice green grass down there. Well, I just talked to a southbound hiker. He asked if I knew about the fire ahead, and I said I didn't know much. So it's about 20 miles ahead, and it's about 100 acres worth of forest is burning on the west side of the trail. So I smell the smoke, but at this point the trail's still open, so we'll just get going and we'll see how smoky it is when I get there. Hopefully they get it under control. We'll see. It's part of it. Catch you later. Kind of hard to tell, I'm sure, but it's kind of neat that there's a forest fire over there, and it's raining right on it. I can see the line of rain coming down. Kind of neat.